she's not afraid to show it because she's her own person. She's own herself, and she doesn't care. She doesn't care if you don't like her. She'll be doing her own thing from now on, and I tend to support that. So actually want to see her a leader someday. At most, a sub leader, a leader of Morning Musume. We'll see. Okay. First place. If you hadn't done the calculation yet, but anyway, the first place is a Morning Musume member. She's a member of the 6th generation, and I think I've fallen in love with this member ever since I watched my first PV of Morning Musume I've ever laid eyes upon. And during that song, I'm saying, who's that girl in that purple outfit? Who's that girl that everybody's saying that she looks like a Yankee, a delinquent? And I'm saying, God damn, she's a real good looker. I'm telling you now, it's Reina Tanaka Reina, whatever. Reina, she has her presence is undeniable. Okay, which is kind of saying something about her presence, because most of the general Japanese public don't know much about her actually, even though she is like one of the two poster childs of Morning Musume, the other meaning Takahashi Ai, but her image itself is like she's like, I'm not saying like she is Morning Musume, but she is like she's like a part of Morning Musume that you can't take out, or else it would be Morning Musume pretty lacking. So like if you say Morning Musume, if you say Reina suddenly graduated like tomorrow or something, then like 2/3, no, 7/8 of the Hello Project fans would get their hearts crushed. So you can't take Reina out, because she is that beautiful. I'm not sure, she's kind of smart, but she is someone that you always have to look to. It's kind of hard to explain, but anyway, she's super cute and she's super cool, which is hard. Like, it's hard to balance both cool and cute. Like with Junjun, it's kind of more of a cool thing, but with Reina, it's like she doesn't lay on at all. Not too thick like Sayumi, being hard or anything. But even though she kind of looks like a Yankee, I don't see her as a Yankee though. But even though people think she's a Yankee, her as herself is a really nice person. Well, that's her image side. Her singing side was wow. I reckon she sang the best like during the 6th generation edition camp thing. I reckon she was the one who had the least problems. But she ever since she took center role in Shabondama, right? And they didn't feature her center at all, which is kind of confusing. I guess some could just get her to take her time to develop more on her singing ability, and then take center stage again with what's that song? Onaga Sachi, whatever. I forget. Wait, let me go check. Wait, Onna ni Sachi Are. God. Yeah, it's alcohol. Onna ni Sachi Are. Ever since she takes center position along with I and Nan, she's sounding more and more cute and more cool and more mature. She's like, just like Sunka said, she's like the near perfect Morning Musume ideal member. Okay? And no kidding about ideal. All right. I don't know about the near perfect thing, but she is like a ideal Morning Mist member. You're gonna have to get her in. It's kind of like it's kind of like you have your friends over and you decided to play a game of softball or whatever, and you're a captain and the other person is captain. Then you pick out of the your remaining friends who's gonna be in your team. I'm picking Reina first, and then Sayu, and then Gaki-san, right? So, and also she's really attractive. Like it sets some fire in some fans, right? Like, she's really nice look. She's really pleasing to watch, and not only that. When you sometimes see her, when you sometimes see her, like for example, like an hello or anything like that. Every time she's like wanna say something, I can't say it in Japanese, but every time she wants to say something to you, you tend to go like. Maybe like just for example, she's saying like, oh, this map is kind of confusing, eh? Like that in Japanese, and I'll go like, yes, it is, like you're falling in love or something. So that's how much impression that it got me with Reina. Reina deserves first place. Ever since I started liking Morning Musume and Halo Project, she was on first. She was in first place, and now still in first place today. And that is it. That is my ranking for Hello Blog's Hello Project 2010 poll. Like, I'm gonna say this is really hard to pick on the top 10, and sometimes I'm having a hard time deciding where to put Airi, and where to put Momoko, where to put especially Erina. Like I'm trying to reflect on how much I feel of each member, and I compare the way how they debuted, how much stuff I know about that person, and decide and what they did recently in the past 3 months or something like that, and how I feel about them. So this is the end result. I have a little regret of arranging some of them, like with Gaki and Sayumi. I reckon they should switch. But like sometimes there are days like I reckon Gaki-san's my second favorite, or maybe Sayu, or maybe Junjun. Maybe Junjun should be on second place. I don't know. So anyway, it's on and off, you guys. It's gonna be really interesting at the end of the year if more members will come in, and I tend to like them more. But as of today, that's my arrangement, and that is all for my show for this week. Send your feedback at hello-dude@hotmail.com, and also visit the blog where I upload this episode at hello-dude.blogspot.com. And also don't forget to rate, subscribe, and comment. Please comment, because I like to see people's feedback on it at the YouTube user channel Hello Dude Podcast, one word. And also, just to give you give you a little bit of news, I am willing, if you guys to give me an email email question about anything Hello Project related at all. Whether if you can ask me what's my favorite PV, which Morning Mist member you think that I don't like, or anything questions like that relating to HP, and I'm willing to read it out in the show for you. That's if you let me. So anyway, that is all for this show for this week. My name is Jen, and I hope you've enjoyed the show. Bye bye. See ya. See you next week. Episode 9.